One day I was walking down the trail and then I was thinking, do I really accept myself? Do I feel comfortable with myself? And do I question whether I need some sort of change or alteration to myself to feel better about myself? And as I was thinking about it, I kept saying, maybe I do, maybe I need to look or be a certain way to be accepted by other people. Then it came to me, it's like, but how do I feel about what just came across my mind right now? And the self acceptance is a journey and a challenge because we're always looking for the next best thing and we're never satisfied with what we have. And I want to be those people that be like, all right, I'm comfortable in my own skin, I'm comfortable in my own shoes, this is who I am, and this is. And being blind and visually impaired is hard to be accepted by other people, and it's hard to accept myself because when I can't do certain things, it is frustrating. And I think it would be easier if I had no vision, or it would be easier if someone was here to help me out. And it's not the healthiest thing for me to do and say about that because once I realized that I kept putting myself down and thinking about myself that way, I started to think, how did my situation, my circumstance, help me grow as a person and become who I really am? And by doing this, it gives you power and it makes you want to be like, yes, I'm getting back my power and I'm becoming a better person of myself. And every time I ask myself, how did this experience help me grow as a person and mature as a person? And through this, I'm learning how to accept who I really am because there are different parts of ourselves that we don't really know about ourselves because the world is just so busy and we have time to explore all of them. And once we figure out that little part that we don't like about ourselves, focus on that piece or that part, not in a negative way, but say, what is a good thing about this part of me that I don't like and I don't accept? And if you can't find any good parts, just relax, write it down, and think about it. Because I can tell you that from my blindness, my visually impairedness, whatever, I'm able to see the world in so many different ways and see people in so many different ways in a way that helps me understand them better, in a way that makes me have to listen to everyone's point of view. I can't jump in, I can't cut them out, I can't ignore what they're saying. It is necessary to know what is going on. I also learned not to see people with pity because that's not how nobody wants to be seen, and that's not how I don't want to be seen. And it's a skill that everyone just should have, that to see everybody as abnormal or different. I don't know. They're just like a regular person. And I can't judge anybody from far away, so I have to talk to them. Even if they're in a bad mood, I have to get to know this person and chat with them. And this has helped me really talk to people and really get out of my comfort zone because talking to people or strangers basically is the hardest thing for me. And I guess by experiencing this has made me more confident in doing this in a daily basis because I really have to ask for help and I really have to ask different questions to different people depending on where I'm at. I remembered I think when I was smaller and I would think my whole family is able to see I'm on see and I'm the only person that can't, and why me, and why is this happening to me? And everyone was just, I felt that it was so normal for everyone to be doing what they were doing and I was so different. And it's crazy because only 3% of the population is blind, and so it's rare to see a person walking down the street that is blind or visually impaired. And when you come up to that person, people don't understand and don't know what to do because no one's taught what to do. As more and more people talk, there'll be more awareness in society of how normal different people really are. The next thing that really came to me that is important was I was able to mature faster. I was able to look at different people and say, why are people so mean? Why do people treat other people that way? Why can't we all be nice to each other and work things out? And as people, like to gossip and talk because, I mean, that's what we do when we're bored, I guess. And that's what everyone did and does sometimes, but that's okay. I can't say I don't do it. I do it sometimes, but it's not something I've ever been interested in. I don't really, not to be mean, but don't really care about strangers' lives or what kind of things they're doing, or unless they're really good things and fun things and they're doing a good job and are being successful or happy or had an amazing trip. Other than that, I don't really care about their problems unless basically drama. It's not, if they're struggling, I'm obviously there to help, but drama is not something that I crave or want. And another thing was that I always wanted to go to the eye doctor to find a cure because I didn't want to accept who I really was. And I was like, well, if I get cured or if I find a cure, I'll fit into society and then everyone will accept me and then I can work wherever, do whatever, drive and just be a part of this big percentage of people that are able bodied and can do anything. But then as I think about it, who would I be if I had all my vision? What kind of person would I be? Would I still be into metaphysics? Would I still be into digging deeper within myself to find who I really am and what my path is? Or would I be busy and just on autopilot, working every single job and just trying to live comfortably and do whatever it takes to get through every single day without questioning life, without really knowing what it's all about? And eventually, I just noticed I was like, you know what? I don't need a cure and I don't need to make everyone happy. If people are dealing with their own stuff, most people don't even care or know who you are. And if they do, then those are the people you should be sticking with. And strangers are strangers. And why would you want to make strangers like you so much? It just doesn't make sense why we want the whole world to like us and really just acknowledge us in good ways. In high school, girls were doing their nails, girls were doing their makeup, and I was like, man, I wish I could do my nails. I wish I could do my makeup so I could be like them. So doing my nails was easy. You can just get someone to do it or go to the nail salon, but makeup was like something of a challenge, and I was like, am I gonna do this? But eventually, you just figure it out and get it down. And it was fun at first, and I was like, oh, I'm starting to like it. I love it because everyone else loves it, and it seems like a normal thing, and it makes women feel pretty, so I feel pretty, and I started to wear it. But then I also questioned that. I was like, do I wear this because it makes me feel pretty, or do I wear this just to please other people? And then I thought, maybe both. And then I stopped wearing it, but I occasionally wear it at parties sometimes now. And there's so many things on TV and the news about women having to buy so many things to make their lives better, to make their face better, to make their body better. And it's honestly, if you want that for yourself and think that it's going to help you, then go ahead. But if it's like a struggle and you're always wanting to find that thing that's going to make you feel better and that you think that that's going to fulfill you, then all right. But if it's a war and you're always fighting with yourself and thinking that you're not good enough and you're not accepting yourself, your body, your circumstance, your situation, then stop watching those news and stop watching these things that are just putting you down. Instead, focus on bettering yourself in a way that is easy for you and makes you feel good as you're doing it. Perhaps it is taking a walk, reading your favorite book, listening to music, hanging out with friends. There's always going to be that person or people that are always going to be like, hey, you should try this. This might work for you because it works for me. Or maybe you should lose a couple pounds. Maybe you should gain a couple pounds. Maybe you should do something with your face. Maybe you should do something with your hair. And it's just their own opinion, again, because of their own insecurities. And it's a journey because everything gets to us and we're all sensitive, especially women, and whatever comment is thrown our way is like, I can't believe that person said that about me, or how can I make it better? How can that comment be reversed into something good? And I am learning that nothing can make you feel whole, but the only thing that can make you feel whole is how you really think about yourself in the long run. And even though you may not have it down, or I might not even have it down, always take a look at every little piece of yourself and pay attention to those pieces that you still need work on, because you're like a puzzle still figuring yourself out. Every piece, there may be missing pieces, but once you put them all together, you really know who you are and you'll begin to accept yourself no matter the flaws you think you may have, the challenges you may have, or the obstacles you will face. They still make you who you are and they make you who you will become. So just remember to look at every part of yourself and say, there is a good part in this piece of myself, and how did it help me? How did it make me grow? And eventually, once you get through all those parts, you may even have a sense of relief when you're done. If you liked this video, hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.